Hey there, Trailblazers, I hope you guys are all doing well. So today I have once again some more new information to share with you guys related to the new upcoming characters and mechanics coming to Honkai Star Rail in the upcoming updates. This includes some very interesting early kit details that we recently received related to both Silver Wolf level 999 and EVANESCIA, along with some small but potentially very important info about a future character who may end up being a best in slot support for both of the 4.2 elation units. But before we begin, let me just give you guys a quick disclaimer that most of the information presented in this video is taken from unofficial sources and can be subject to change at any point in time. With that out of the way, let's begin without wasting any more of your precious time. Okay, let's first start off by going over the new kit info that we got related to Silver Wolf 999. According to the early description that we received, the main mechanic behind Silver Wolf 999's kit involves generating something called punchlines, which are created by converting AHA instants during combat. These punchlines are then used to charge up her ultimate transformation. For characters that follow the path of elation, the order that AHA instants appear in the action timeline is fixed, and one interesting detail mentioned in the description is that Silver Wolf 999's own AHA instant will always appear last in that sequence. Another important detail worth mentioning is that Silver Wolf 999's AHA instant apparently cannot be copied. This may not seem like a major detail right now, but it could end up becoming very important once we talk about the future support character later on in the video. Now moving on to what actually happens once Silver Wolf 999 activates her ultimate transformation. According to the information currently circulating, once this transformation activates, Silver Wolf summons a dragon that will assist her during combat. However, the dragon itself cannot actually be controlled directly by the player. Instead, the dragon acts as a sort of automatic follow-up attacker that reacts to Silver Wolf's abilities. For example, when Silver Wolf performs a single target attack, she will attack first, and then the dragon immediately follows up with its own attack afterwards. And when she uses area of effect attacks or gestures that hit multiple enemies, the dragon will once again perform a follow-up strike after the attack finishes. So essentially, while the transformation state is active, Silver Wolf gains an additional source of follow-up damage that constantly supplements her normal attacks. Another small but interesting mechanic mentioned in the description is that snapping fingers during this sequence triggers a special AHA instant, which then generates additional punchlines. These punchlines can store energy during the transformation state and help recharge her ultimate, although there does appear to be a limit to how much energy can be stored at once. Overall, it seems like Silver Wolf 999's gameplay loop will likely revolve around generating AHA instants, converting them into punchlines, and then repeatedly entering her transformation state in order to maximize the damage output from the dragon follow-up attacks. Now that we've gone over Silver Wolf 999's mechanics, let's move on to the second character that we received new information about, which is EVANESCIA. Going off by the early kit description that got released a while ago, EVANESCIA's skill deals multi-hit damage to enemies. Additionally, when she executes or kills an enemy target, she restores both stacks and energy. This suggests that eliminating enemies will play a major role in maintaining her overall damage cycle, since doing so allows her to recover resources and continue using her abilities more frequently. However, defeating enemies isn't the only way that EVANESCIA gains stacks. According to the information provided by the source, EVANESCIA also gains stacks whenever her teammates trigger follow-up attacks, extra turns, or AHA instants. This is where the synergy with elation teams becomes very apparent, since those types of teams tend to generate a lot of additional actions and follow-up attacks throughout a battle. Her ultimate then allows her to consume these stacks in order to deal damage, effectively converting the stacks she accumulates into bursts of offensive power. However, the ultimate can also clear stacks for damage as well, which means there may be different ways to convert those stacks into damage depending on the situation. Another interesting mechanic mentioned in the description is related to executions. Whenever EVANESCIA executes an enemy with her abilities, she apparently gains an extra action and also receives an energy refund. Mechanics like this can be extremely powerful in situations where enemies frequently drop into execute range, since it allows a character to chain multiple actions together while maintaining their energy economy. Another very important detail related to EVANESCIA's kit involves her AHA instant. Unlike Silver Wolf 999, EVANESCIA's AHA instant appears somewhere in the middle of the action order, and more importantly, it can actually be copied. This detail becomes particularly interesting once we look at the final piece of information that we received alongside these kit descriptions. According to the same source, there is apparently a future support character currently being developed whose ability will allow them to copy other characters' ultimates whenever certain conditions are met. While not directly confirmed, this unit is believed to be the upcoming character NIHILUX, who is rumored to be the final piece character for the Elation meta in version 4. If this mechanic ends up working the way it sounds, then this future character could potentially have extremely strong synergy with characters like EVANESCIA. Since EVANESCIA's AHA instant can be copied, there may be situations where that support unit can replicate certain effects tied to her abilities, which could significantly increase the overall damage output of Elation-based teams. Meanwhile, the fact that Silver Wolf 999's AHA instant cannot be copied may indicate that Hoyoverse is already designing certain restrictions to prevent specific combinations from becoming too powerful. But she is still said to be mostly compatible with this future character other than this part of her kit. Overall, when you look at both of these characters together, it becomes pretty clear that they share a lot of common design themes. Both characters revolve around AHA instants, both benefit heavily from additional actions and follow-up style mechanics, and both appear to rely on building up resources that are eventually converted into large bursts of damage. This strongly suggests that Hoyoverse may be planning to expand the Elation playstyle even further in future updates. And if that rumored ultimate copying support character does eventually release as well, it could potentially become a key piece that ties this entire team archetype together. So, that's pretty much all of the new information that we currently have regarding Silver Wolf 999, EVANESCIA, and the potential future support character that may interact with their mechanics. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order to stay up to date with all the latest Honkai Star Rail news and information. That's it for now, so I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.